5 years of people telling us that the state, its institutions, and its de facto citizens have failed him. Not just him, his family, and all of us, because Najib is one of us. And the reason why the state chose not to mete out justice to him was because that he is one of us. So Najib is not a case of the past. Najib is not was. Najib is today, and Najib will be until any one of us exists. He is with us in every moment when we fight for justice. For me, this gathering is not a moment of retrospection. To go back 5 years and try to understand what happened in that room, to wonder where we have gone wrong in defining ourselves as the de facto and de jure citizens of this country who deserve respect, who deserve dignity, and who deserve peace to live here safely. Because what happened in that room can only be told to us by Najib or his community. Because the prominent two versions of that story, one by the right and one by the left, both blame Najib to some extent for the very bewildering calamity that was inflicted upon him. So we will not believe any of those two narratives. So for me, this moment is about discarding that narrative, the left liberal trope of bordering Muslims for the very anti-Muslim oppression that is inflicted upon them. For me, this is a gathering where we start to create our own narrative, where we take the agency in our hands and tell them that they don't get to tell us what our reality is because we are living it, and our lived experience are far more important than any of the academic jargon there of glitter and gold. And we will write a narrative from today. I think you all must be wondering that narrative has become this buzzword. Every social media activist, every armchair activist talks about it. So why is narrative important? So let me make that clear. You and I may perish and we'll die one day, and so will our stories. But this is that narrative which stays with us. It becomes a part of our pedagogy, what we read, what we eat, what we feed, what we are being told. It becomes a part of our syllabus. It becomes a part of the media. It becomes a part of the culture. Go and see all the Bollywood movies out there. Go and read your books from your childhood. And you will find that there is a stream of anti-Muslim hatred that is being feeded since the very childhood. So when we see Najib's incident, it is not an isolated incident. When we see the state martyred Moinul Haq, it was not an isolated incident. It's the national project of this Brahmanical Baniya state of disappearing each one of us. Sometimes they reduce us to our bodies. Sometimes they reduce us to our names. Sometimes they blur our identities. What we saw in the case of Najib was that there was assault on the first day. But when the left liberals came out telling that he was responsible, they killed the community again. This narrative making, which is in the hands of the privileged faction right now, it is a toolkit for justifying that physical violence out there. So when Najib is disappeared, and it is not a voluntary disappearance, the three most sophisticated investigative agencies of this country have chosen to fail us. When there is an active oppression out there, we need to actively call out the oppressor. We won't say that Imam, Khalid Saifi, Gulfisha are incarcerated. No, that's the whole story. We want to say that they have been wrongly incarcerated under draconian charges, and all those laws, they need to be repealed, and all of these people need to be set free. That is where narrative comes in. Let's take a very recent example. We often talk about how Gujarat program happened. We talk about Muzaffarnagar riots. We talk about what happened in Bombay. We talk about what happened in Delhi when last year in February, Northeast Anti-Muslim Delhi program happened. That was an incident which we saw with our own eyes. We have the primary account of that incident. We are witness to it. But let me tell you, 10 years fast forward, and you tell it to your generations, they won't believe you. Why? Because every single piece of literature out there, from right to left, go and read the books of left-wing publication, go and read the book of privileged sections, you'll find that they're calling it a riot, a communal tinderbox, a communal clash between two communities, which is what not. It was a program planned just like Gujarat program. So this is the time where we start marking our agency as something that is ours. No matter how broken our grammar is, no matter how faulty our syntax is, no matter if we are inexperienced, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's our lived experiences, and we'll write it. And we'll write it from today, inshallah.